such as number 13 or black cats. Have you ever wondered the superstitions which are popular in Indonesia? I know some superstitions which are quite popular in Hollywood movies, such as number 13, where people might think that it will bring you bad luck, or black cats, which are always related to witchcraft. Now I'm gonna talk about 10 superstitions which are popular in Indonesia. Check them out. Before I continue, don't forget to subscribe, click like, comment in the comment section, and hit the bell button. Here we go. Number 1. I find this very funny because it's a little bit weird and embarrassing, but I heard that it's very common in Indonesia. So if you have a wedding party in someone's house, normally here we do that in the bride's house, and when it rains, obviously people don't want that to happen. So what they do is they're gonna take the bride's underwear and throw it onto the roof of the house where they have the party, and the rain will stop. Believe it or not, it happens. Number 2. If you ride a motorcycle and hit a crossing cat, you have to bury it on the side of the road, because if you don't, then you're gonna have bad luck. Or if, let's say, you cannot bury it, at least you have to cover the dead cat with something that you wear. It can be your jacket or maybe an extra shirt that you have. Just don't leave it on the side of the road without any cover on it. Number 3. Don't stand or eat on the doorway. If you do, it's gonna be very hard for you to find your soulmate. Even though I'm not sure about this one, but I think I can relate to people's opinion about you. Just imagine yourself sitting or eating on the doorway. Then people might think that you are disgusting, so I'm sure they don't want you to be their son or daughter-in-law. So I think that kind of makes sense. Number 4. I heard it when I was a child. So at that time, my grandmother told me not to sit on the pillow, because if I did, then I would get blisters on my bottom. Well, I think after you hear this, you might want to try. It sounds ridiculous, but I asked some people and they tried that, and I don't know, they told me that they got those things on their part of their body. But I personally don't believe that, because scientifically, I don't find any explanation, unless your pillow is dirty and you are sitting on it without any cover. So yeah, you might have those terrible things on that one. This is my favorite so far from this list. Fireflies are dead people's nails. The first time I heard about it, I was like, oh really? And what came to my mind was imagining, the nails coming out from literally dead people's bodies, and they just flew around your house or your yard, and they kind of saying like, hey, look at me, I'm from dead people, I'm from dead people. Hilarious. Number 6. Eat chicken's butt and you're gonna be forgetful. Now, when I talk about this with my wife, we came to conclusion that maybe the elders said this because they actually wanted to eat that chicken butt themselves, so they kind of scared the youngsters not to take that part, because it's maybe like the most delicious part of the whole chicken. Beats me. Number 7. Don't cut your nails in the evening, because if you do, you're gonna summon spirits. Well, now that I think about it, it's related to superstition number 5, which considers fireflies as dead people's nails. I don't know how it originated, but I think In the past, people said this to their kids because they didn't want them to hurt themselves. I think because in the past, before we had electricity, we didn't really have good lights in the house, so parents told their children not to do that so that they wouldn't hurt themselves. Number 8. I heard it when I was in elementary school. Somebody told me that a rainbow is a drinking dragon. So you have the dragon's body, like a curve, which is colorful. And on one end of the rainbow is the head of the dragon, and the other end is the tail. Well, at that time I kinda bought it, but when I think about it again, I was like, okay, so if it's a real dragon, I'd like to see one. Who knows, maybe I can ride it. Number 9. Don't whistle indoor in the evening, because if you do, you will summon evil spirits. In some areas, people will say you will summon thieves. I don't know. What do you think? And the last, number 10. Kids are not supposed to go out when the sun sets, because if they do, again, evil spirits might take them. Some people say that an evil creature will take them. In my culture, which is Java, they call it Bathara Kala. It's kind of a big giant which likes to eat kids. They look scary. They come from wayang or Indonesian puppet show. It's a character which looks nasty, big and scary and likes to eat kids. Alright, so those are 10 popular superstitions from Indonesia. Now how about your countries? Do you want to share? Please write in the comment below. And which one is your favorite? Let me know. I'm Danny and see you later. Bye.